What's up, y'all? This is BoxingWave. Today I'm going to speak on UFC 166. Cain Velasquez defeats Junior Dos Santos in their third meeting. I just want to say this fight was a lot more competitive than it was in the second fight. I thought the second fight, Cain pretty much dominated Junior Dos Santos all 5 rounds. Even though I think Cain won again in all 5 rounds, I think Junior Dos Santos stepped it up this fight. He did pretty much everything that I said he needed to do, but it just wasn't enough. Junior Dos Santos in the first round hit Cain, landed some heavy shots against Cain in the first round, which I thought could have knocked Cain out. But Cain Velasquez, a lot of people say his chin is suspect. I don't think so, because some of the punches that Junior was able to land on him would have knocked any other heavyweight out. And Cain just kept the pressure going, and pretty much he dominated. Third round, he dominated JDS. I thought they were gonna stop the fight. And the 5th round, he was able to stop him. He dropped. They both were wrestling. Junior Dos Santos kind of landed on top of his head, and from there, Cain was able to just pound on him until the ref stopped the fight. So very competitive fight. At this point right now, it's pretty much clear that Cain is... I don't really see Cain losing. I mean, anyone can lose in the sport. You see that. It's hard for a lot of people to go a really long way without being defeated. I really don't see anyone in the heavyweight division being able to beat Cain Velasquez, because I don't think there's anybody else that could actually beat Junior Dos Santos. I think Junior Dos Santos can beat anybody else in the heavyweight division right now. Okay, I think Fabricio Werdum he's been talking a little bit about submitting Cain. So I think I could see that fight being the next fight early this year coming up. Who else is there? Well, as far as Werdum, I think Werdum is definitely capable of submitting Cain Velasquez. The only thing is, I don't really see it ending that way. I think Werdum usually has problems with guys with very aggressive power punchers. Werdum is not really the best puncher, and he's great at submitting. He's great on the ground, but Cain, is a very aggressive, very pressure. He adds a lot of pressure. I really don't see Werdum being much of a challenge. I mean, I'm not saying it might be a good fight, but I see Cain finishing him off early, maybe first, second round. Even JDS was able to beat Werdum, so I don't really see Werdum being a problem. You have Josh Barnett, who I think would be a better competition against Cain Velasquez than Werdum would be. He has a lot of experience. He's pretty much fought everyone, and I think Josh Barnett would be some good comp. Obviously, Daniel Cormier, who also beat Roy Nelson that night, it's obvious he's part of the same team Cain Velasquez is on. Those two are good friends. They're close. They're never gonna fight, and plus Cormier is trying to go down. I believe he's trying to go down to 205 to possibly fight John Jones. Then speaking on John Jones is another guy that they're speaking about fighting Cain, moving up to heavyweight and fighting Cain. Obviously, if that happens, I feel like John Jones, if that were to happen, John Jones would probably need maybe at least two heavyweight fights before he even gets to Cain. And I don't really know about all that. The thing with moving up to heavyweight, it's funny because you're fighting at 205. I know John Jones is naturally probably a bigger guy than weighing at 205, but I don't really see him being much of a problem for Cain. You know what? We'll see, because talent-wise, I rank them kind of on the same level, but you never know. We don't know how John Jones if his speed is going to translate and carry over to heavyweight well. So obviously, like I said, I think I want to see more fights from John Jones at heavyweight before I even call that. So right now, I really don't see anyone. I don't know who's next. Those are the 3 possibilities I think is good for Cain Velasquez. Obviously, JDS still has plenty of talent out there for him to fight. I mean, a lot of the heavyweights, he pretty much beat them all himself. So I could see these guys fighting a 4th and 5th time, honestly. The only person that I would like to really see Cain Velasquez fight right now is Fedor in his prime, and that's obviously not going to happen. So that's pretty much all I can say about this fight. It was a great fight. In fact, the whole UFC 166 was a great card. If you can, watch all of the fights that went down that night. That's pretty much it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave comments, let me know who you think can beat Cain Velasquez, or who would at least be a competitive fight for him. Let me know who you think is good. It's the same thing with JDS. Let me know who he should fight next. And as far as his recovery, you think he's going to recover good? Do you think he's ever going to be the same? I think he's still the 2nd best heavyweight out there. And I also don't think anyone could beat him. So leave comments. Let me know who do you think should fight next in the heavyweight division. And follow me on Twitter as well, at wavy_10. Follow me on Twitter. I talk boxing, MMA all the time. And that's it. Oh, make sure you follow, subscribe to my boy USA MVP. He does good boxing. If you're a boxing fan, I talked UFC this video, but if you're a good big boxing fan, follow my boy USA MVP. Subscribe to his channel. Thank you.